So ladies, gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce to you the L&D Technology series of programs from Middle-earth. Now, Middle-earth for the last 25 years has built a product range of more than 40 odd certifications specifically meant for HR and L&D. So here I'll be introducing, as the Chief Instructional Designer of Middle-earth, I will be introducing it to you, the L&D Technology series. Let's go into it. Before I start, I just want to take a couple of minutes to explain why it's important for you as L&D people to learn about the technology space. Some stats. See, before COVID, you would see the largest number of programs which were being done as a percentage was traditional instructor-led training, more than 40%. If you add the 10% which is other types of learning, almost 50% or more were being done with other types of training. But today you can see a shift. E-learning is growing. From 24%, it's become 32%. Virtual instructor-led training is also growing. It becomes very, very important for all of you as L&D professionals to learn the technologies behind L&D. Because L&D in companies now, a large percentage of it is going to be through e-learning. And this percentage is likely to grow in future. So if you are an L&D person and you're not familiar with some of the L&D technologies, you're going to be at a disadvantage. In fact, the statistics for this, we can see it here. A study was done which said that 32% of L&D professionals do not know any L&D technology. And 29% know it at an inadequate level. So if you see today, when the world is changing, 60% of L&D people do not know the technology piece either at all or well enough. So what are the kind of technology skills you should grow? What are the kind of programs of Middle-earth? So if I divide L&D people into 3 levels, the foundation level people, I would call them the executives, the coordinators, the administrators, normally with 0 to 4 years experience. Then you go to a specialist range which might be around 3 years onwards up to about 10 years. People who work as instructional designers, trainers, coaches, assistant managers, etc., maybe managers. They come under the specialist range. And then the strategic L&D people are like CLOs, heads of training departments, general manager training, vice president training. These kind of definitions are called the strategic L&D. Let's go to the foundation level people. What kind of skills do they require today? Today, if you're a L&D administrator, you have 0 to 3 years experience and you're working in the L&D space, you need to know LMS well. You need to know how to administer an LMS, how to set up programs on LMS, etc. Also, because most of the companies, bigger companies, are using a software like ERP, etc., you need to know any kind of ERP basic, but I would advise you to look at SAP because it's the most commonly used ERP. Now, Middle-earth has 2 programs here, the SAP Basics course and how to administer and use a LMS. As I said, this should be for junior training executives, administrators, coordinators, L&D. Now let's come to a slightly more senior level group. People who are at trainers, instructional designers, assistant managers, training leads, L&D consultants, freelance trainers. What should they know? Ideally, at this stage in your career, you should know some of these packages. packages like Articulate, Camtasia, Adobe, Tableau, SAP, all these are the kind of software you will need at a specialist level. Middle-earth has 5 programs at this level. Training modules in SAP, Tableau, creating e-learning through Camtasia, creating e-learning through Articulate, and creating e-learning using Adobe Captivate. Now, these are the tools that I would recommend that you learn as a specialist. Who are you? If you should learn these skills, an L&D principal, a corporate trainer, a e-learning specialist, a regional training manager, a training specialist, a freelancer, all these people ideally are at a specialist level. You probably are at around having 3 to 10 years of experience, and you should pick up at least a few of these skills. Now, if you go up to a strategic level, besides some of the things at the specialist level, you will need to pick up skills at the reporting level, business analytics, L&D analytics, and for that probably Tableau is the best known tool. Again, so if you are at a senior level, I would advise you to learn about SAP, Tableau, at least one of the 3 e-learning package tools, at least at a familiarity level. And this is the programs at a strategist level. As I said, if you are an L&D principal, DGM, GM, CLO, a high-end specialist, a lead trainer, still I think you should get to know some of these tools. Now, what is the process of our learning? We believe that technology learning should be completely hands-on. It cannot be done through video-based learning. It cannot be done through other types of learning. So the way we teach this subject is we set up a trial version of the software on your system at home or in office. Then we have an experienced faculty who has worked in these areas for many years and who's also an experienced L&D person. See, learning from an experienced L&D person is more useful because of the contextualization. He can give you or she can give you the context of the learning. So they will give you practical demonstrations. You will be able to work with the live software, and also some real-time cases, etc. will be presented to you. Now, once you complete this over a few weeks, you will also get some weekly projects so that you can actually try your hand out to do a live project. And finally, you will be given a globally validated certificate in any of these technology areas. So this is the process for our technology space programs for L&D people. Let me go a little more depth so that you get to know what each of these programs is all about. Let me start with SAP. All of you know that SAP is one of the top ERPs, and in SAP there is a module called HR or Human Capital, which is used by the HR and L&D people. So if you're planning to learn SAP as an L&D person, then it will be good for you to start with the basics, where you get an introduction, you get reporting, you get some basics of how to add new users to the system, how to manage new users. And then creating groups, creating codes and structures. Now, once you as an L&D person know the basics, it's good for us, and in Middle-earth we have the second module which covers recruitment and training, where you will learn how to identify training events, how to define the cost, how to manage a facility using SAP. So this is the second module. Obviously, we also teach a little bit in this module about recruitment, while it's not so useful for L&D. But if you are part of an induction team, etc., then somewhere this might be important to you. Now, beyond SAP, let's go to the next tool, which is a strategic tool for reporting. So Tableau is meant for people to create dashboards, provide visual data. And here you will get in our program an introduction to Tableau, how to do a user interface with Tableau, how to create groups in Tableau, how to work with single and multiple data sources, how to do data blending, how to create a dashboard, how to present your data effectively. As a senior level person in L&D, your ability to report, analyze and present trends will be a key skill, and this software helps you. Now let me go to the Camtasia program. Camtasia, as you know, is a simple tool to create in a fast and quick way. For example, if you want to do a screencasting, or you want to convert some PPTs into a quick presentation, you want to add overlays of sound or even a small animation video and connect them together, Camtasia is the right tool. What do we teach you in Camtasia? Understanding how to start a project, how to look at tracks and layers, how to zoom the timelines, how to use annotations, captions and animations, how to manage the audio of your video so that you can create a professional looking e-learning content very quickly and easily. Now, besides a tool like Camtasia, you have to know an LMS, and we have selected to train you on one of the most professional LMSs with a lot of advanced features called LearnWorks. In this program, you would learn why and how to create online courses, how to design your classroom structure, how to update your course, how to add tools for your participant, how to send links to others, how to add new users, maybe if you're a freelancer, how to charge people for your course. And this is a very powerful and professional tool. And this is basically on administering and how to use an LMS. Of course, there are so many different types of LMS, but the structures for most of them are similar. Now let's go to Articulate 360. You can create quickly effective courses, voiceovers, animation, and some kind of dynamic user interfaces. Our course here will teach you how to create projects, how to import slides, how to add slides, how to set properties, how to use layering, which is a little more advanced feature, how to add more interactivities, how to create storyboards, how to export your files. All this you will learn in Articulate 360 course. Similarly, we have another tool called Adobe Captivate, which is a very basic tool to help you create various types of e-learning. Adobe Captivate and to some extent Articulate are similar tools in many ways. So here again you learn how to import your slides, how to build themes, how to show highlights, how to create captions, how to insert videos in your e-learning, how to manage the audio, how to build animations and interactions. So Adobe Captivate, as I said, is similar to Articulate, that it is an advanced tool for helping you create e-learning content. So I hope this journey was good. I hope you would join us as part of one of our participants and be a participant for one of our courses. Thank you.